Hello everyone, TLSG here, back again with another daily Marvel Snap video. So today I'm really excited. We finally were able to get a collaboration put together with the none other than Bynx. We have been trying to make this work for, it feels like months, probably about half as long as we've been making videos. It feels like we've been trying to get something set up. So I'm really excited to have him on the channel. We're actually going to have two battle mode videos. One is going to be live on this channel, the one that you already clicked on. We're going to be going through our last 10 decks that we use. We're going to pick one of our favorites, one of the quirkiest, and that's what we're going to be utilizing in the battle. The other one on Bynx's channel is a spicy one. It's going to be going through some of our oldest builds, our oldest videos, and picking from the oldest 10 builds to pick whichever one we think is going to perform the best. And so I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Bynx, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad to have you, man.
What's up, dude? I got to see the famous TLSG intro live. I'm one of the few people who probably gets to see that. So, dude, super excited. You've absolutely been the person that people have suggested the most that they want to see a collaboration with. We've been talking back and forth. We're both busy people, but dude, we're finally doing it. I'm super excited to jump on the battlefield and get a test because you know, I feel like me and you are both people who just love building decks, love doing new things every single day, and I think this is going to be a really awesome highlight. So I'm super excited to meet you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm best of luck to you. We're going to go ahead and we will jump into a couple of deck explanations. So he's going to run through why he picked his. I'll run through why I picked mine and why I think it's going to demolish whatever build he comes up with. And so we'll go ahead and jump over. Best of luck to you, Bynx.
Best of luck to you, TLSG.
So the build that we're going with, if you've watched the channel, if you're a fan of TLSG, you know that I am a big fan of debris archetype, of the debris, send them junk, just fill up their side of the board. And this one is probably the best debris junk deck that I've ever played, and it feels the most cohesive. It has the most answers to most of the problems. And so overall, this is one of my favorite decks in the game. I'm hoping that we can use this as a surprise. We know that Bynx likes big brain, late game combo driven decks, and hopefully we can use the debris, the Green Goblin, some of those cards to position him in a place where he just can't win those lanes. The idea behind the deck is that we want to flood our low-cost cards. We want to clog their board as much as possible so that we can use our big late-game payoffs in our Gamora, Doctor Doom, Shang-Chi to swing a lane, or our Demon, Titania. Those are all going to be very solid drops, along with a Gamora to swing quite a bit of power on that last turn. And one of my favorite combos in this deck is the Green Goblin and Titania. Using those in unison on turn 4 can send an unstoppable bomb towards your opponent's lane, which is just so satisfying when you can pull it off. And I think we do have a pretty good shot of being able to hold our own. So let's go ahead and jump over into Bynx's explanation.
What's up, TLSG fans? Bynx here, bringing you one of my favorite decks, Zongoing. So this deck was actually built and streamed on Twitch prior to the Zabu nerfs, but even after the Zabu nerfs, it seems to work incredibly well. What we're kind of bringing the idea of is what I call a Wong-going deck, where you use a lot of ongoing cards Wong and then try to do a Wong Spectrum to finish off. We get the Zabu idea with it, which can help with Darkhawk, Wong, and Typhoid Mary, but then we also have this Luke Cage Hazmat idea. So we can use Luke Cage to stop the negative effects of things like Typhoid Mary, Lizard, and obviously the Hazmat. And then we could get a double Hazmat on the Wong, even when it's discounted. It's also got some tricky things with the Cosmo and the Professor X, which I think definitely work super well with battle mode. Best of luck to you, TLSG. This deck's a monster. All right, look at that, the signature Uatu avatar. Let's I'm excited to get this going here. I'm wondering what you're bringing.
So you said the signature avatar. How long have you been using the leader avatar? I feel like yours is probably just about as kind of like staple to you and your channel as the Uatu is to mine.
Yeah, I've been using it ever since I got it. So I picked it up. Whenever I picked it up, I don't think it was I didn't have it for that long, but the moment I picked it up, I'm like, oh man, dude, Bynx brains, baby. Okay, Eternity Range. Do you ever mess up Eternity Range and Rickety Bridge? Because I have gotten destroyed by that a few times.
I actually had to double check because they look so similar. I actually had to double check that I didn't that I didn't throw Sunspot into the Rickety Bridge. How do you feel about the leader change, by the way? Have you been able to work him into any builds? I know you were.
I hate it. I hate it a lot.
I know you were a leader enjoyer before it was the cool thing to do.
Yeah, I think it's a good healthy card for the game. A lot of people will hear that and be like, "Bleh." But that's understandable. I think that what they did to him is terrible. I am gonna do a Guardians of the Galaxy deck, and he's a Guardians of the Galaxy card now. So he's kind of the 6-drop to the Guardians of the Galaxy deck now. So
That's true.
I guess he has some semblance of a use, right? Okay, dude. It's always the information game. Always the information game that's hard here.
And you run into Zabu, which is interesting. I feel like people overreacted to his nerf. I feel like they kind of just tossed him to the side. He's still a solid 2-drop. Like, you don't have to build the entire deck around those 4 costs. Just 1 or 2, and you get Zabu value. Ooh, the Cosmo.
I missed it. Okay, that's a lot of rocks. You gave me 3 rocks there with that play.
It's an awful lot of rocks.
So I feel like your deck is trying to give me stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is probably one of my favorite decks, like, of all times. If it's not the favorite deck, it's the favorite archetype. Just make it. Oh, so you capped out the middle location.
You trying to give me stuff?
Are you trying to avoid the green goblin?
Give me stuff, bro. No, thank you. I don't want that stuff.
I'm so glad I didn't have green goblin. That would have been hard. That would have been tough. We're okay with what we got. Ooh, less okay now.
Backfire.
It could.
I'm liking my play so far. I'm liking what it's looking like.
I was confident until you snapped. Now I'm not so much. I think we need to see it play out, though. I think we need the information, even if it's 1 extra cube.
I'm gonna make you pay for information every time. If you're gonna get the information, if you're gonna start to see the key cards, I'm gonna show you. Okay.
Okay. We're gonna stay for the extra cube. Hopefully you didn't need to. Ooh, the Wong. May have been Wong of us to stay.
Get out of here.
So with the Wong, the Zabu, the Cosmo.
I don't have a Cosmo in your damn deck. You better not have a Cosmo in that deck, bro.
I mean, but we could.
Better not. You're gonna have to show me.
So if
You're gonna have to show me.
So if it's Luke Cage and Hazmat, can we still beat it? That's the question. We have initiative, which is not great for us. Could be a Typhoid Mary too. Just throwing us off with the Wong. I don't know if I want to stay with for this.
Am I sending you in the Wong direction?
Oh, absolutely. Now we're gonna play it safe. I don't want to get behind too early. We're gonna play it safe.
All right, 2 cubes. Good snap. Good snap to get started.
I did really want to see it play out though. And I'm sure you're not gonna tell me. I had a decent.
Why would I tell you?
I had a decent ender. I think I had a shot, but I wasn't confident enough to risk it.
Then you have to show me your hand a little bit. You know, it's kind of a tit for tat kind of situation.
So do you try and remember the cards that are in the decks?
Yes.
In between battles?
I'm not as good as I should be, but in general, especially I did like this show match where I've got to face Darajaya and Eggs. Mm-hmm. So when I did that, I was really tried to make sure to, after every single game, like take a second to just like look at all the cards. I did not do it that well, but I'm pretty sure I remember all the cards that you played last turn. Gonna be kind of close. Okay,
and I think like a general feel. So like the tech cards especially. Like knowing that you have a Cosmo and a Wong, I think could come in handy later on.
Definitely, yeah. The Cosmo especially. The Cosmo is an important card in these battle modes. I mean, like if you have a Cosmo in your deck, I might be in a lot of trouble. Luckily, this deck has a lot of tricks up its sleeve.
It does.
So
it does.
We got a lot of different ways we can win.
Ooh, the Ant-Man could be the Spectrum version too. The Wong. The Luke Cage ongoing could be. Speaking of tricks, could be a potential play line. Okay, if that was Cosmo, if that was Cosmo mid, I was gonna be so sad.
It's your soul red, bro. Okay.
The Typhoid Mary. So it has to be Luke Cage. I don't see this running 0.
I'm
We're gonna go.
so jealous of your chibi debris, dude.
Gonna,
There's so many chibi variants that are just.
No! Oh no!
What's that goblin doing over there? Why are you playing negative stats, dude? That's not how this game works.
Oh, it's not like the lowest score wins.
Lowest score wins. Baby.
That's what we were going for. No, I've been trying to get her either like gold foiled or black and white. I've split debris so many times. Oh, okay.
No.
The Professor X, though.
No.
You can't play on the last turn, though, man.
Do I need to?
I don't know. Maybe. See. Ooh, the hazmat. It's only 1 cube, though. Oh, we didn't do that. We didn't do that efficiently. Professor X is interesting.
Spooky.
I would never have
Spooky, scary.
have pegged a Professor X in this. That does support the spectrum, though. I think there's a spectrum up your sleeve.
Spooky.
So everything we're looking at is ongoing. The lizard armor, which lizard, if you're running, actually, you haven't showed a loot cage, but I can only imagine that it's there.
What you don't run Typhoid Mary and Lizard and
hazmat without
hazmat in your deck without Luke Cage?
All the time. I mean, to be fair, anytime I put Luke Cage in my deck, I feel like I don't see him.
So, yeah, that'll happen, man. That'll happen. Just vibing at the bottom of the deck.
Ooh. I don't know. Is that good or bad?
Let's make this interesting, shall we?
It's not. I don't like making things interesting.
Make it interesting, shall we?
We have what, 1 more turn after this? Ooh, that's rough. You do have a fairly low curve. The Typhoid Mary can come into play pretty quickly. I feel like the right play is to retreat here, but I really want to just gamble. But I just really want to gamble it for some reason. We'll at least gamble it this turn. Ooh, so the armor. Okay. Oh no, the armor.
RS. See, does he have the stones? Tough, man.
There's a couple of ways that you could go. I'm leaning towards a couple of different tech choices. Don't know that if you don't play what I think you will play, where I think you'll play it, then it makes me look really silly. We'll do it anyways, though.
Play what I think you'll play, where you're gonna play it.
So I'm thinking Typhoid Mary somewhere, because that's gonna be your biggest raw stats.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be in the left lane, but you're already winning mid. So I think you would play it to the right, and I have a card that could. Oh no, is it the type? It is. Oh, I talked myself out of it. Okay.
Were you gonna play? You gonna play Sean, right?
I had Shang-Chi queued up in the right lane.
Oh man, should have risked it for the biscuit, dude.
And then I started second guessing it, and I was like, okay, he has Ant-Man and Zabu, and he could. Oh no. Oh no, this is
literally run out the play verbatim exactly what I did. I was just staring at my Typhoid Mary. I'd already hit end turn, and then yeah.
And then man, it kind of goes in line with Uwadu. He can see, but he can't interfere. We're gonna. Oh man,
that's tough, man. That one's gonna keep you awake at night.
Man, the one and only collaboration, one and done. This is it. This is where we retire.
I love me some chibi armor, dude. What a great card.
I still don't have a variant for armor. I probably just need to cave in and buy one.
Yeah, I chibi armor is one of the ones okay, that card's in your hand. More you know.
Definitely the more you know. I would not have seen this card coming. We do have some information for sure. Is it good information? We don't know. Is this? Oh my gosh!
Get wrecked! Oh baby, we're going off.
This one's tough. This one is a tough one.
Dude, the green goblin. I was like, all right, I know he has goblin. I don't know if you play it left because you already have a sunspot there. You probably want to start to get ahead right. So we'll just get our little pixel boy with his cursed paws.
Oh man, that was solid though. Can't even blame it. Had we held it. Nah, we're not. We risked it last turn. We would have a lot to overcome here. If things happened, maybe we could do it.
Going down to two cubes is tough. Going down to 2 cubes is really tough. 3 cubes versus 2 cubes, there's a pretty significant difference, I think. Yeah, like I'm at 9, so I mean, it does come down to you have to win 3 games in a row at this point, which is tough. But
the subtle brag.
Subtle brag, yeah.
I have 9 health, no big deal.
Humble brag.
That Cosmo was beautiful. I feel like each of these individual games could keep me up at night.
Dude, Cosmo, calling out people with Cosmo is one of my favorite things. That's why I always put him in my Guardians of the Galaxy deck, because even though he like, kind of has negative synergy, I feel like it's another card where you're like trying to call someone out.
And then
really hard. Yeah,
and then you don't expect it. It's that surprise factor. Mm-hmm. And so they can pretty easily put a read that it's a Guardians of the Galaxy. They're not gonna expect the Cosmo to come down.
Good Cosmo reads are.
Don't you Cosmo
really
me
nice.
again? Okay. I'm just gonna be so mad.
I actually.
Oh no! Man. I was like, I'll play it into Necrotia, but no, he'll expect that. So now you're in my head, man.
In your head. Okay, let's see here.
All right, we can make a couple things happen. Ooh, in the danger room.
Send the Titania over.
In the danger room, and it sticks too.
I was actually expecting a debris right was what I was aiming to stop with that.
Oh, gotcha. I think if we do this, we're okay. Because bringing back Titania is a 10 power swing. We'll risk it all.
Ooh,
we'll risk it all.
For 3, baby.
Put it all on the line here.
Put it on the line. Risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, we have to win 3 in a row. We got to take tempo back somewhere. Okay, so the Wong. Ooh, okay. At least it's not that Professor X that you had. That would have been devastating.
Professor X is spooky. Oh, baby. I like that. That's bad. Or is it? That's good.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
We'll bring it down and then we'll push it back up.
Ooh, push it back up with the Luke Cage, huh?
Back up somehow, some way.
Oh no, we don't have this one. We're gonna go. We're gonna go down. Oh, with the 1 cube, the 1 cube loss. Oh, that Spectrum into the Wong and the Hazmat, beautiful.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, you should steal this deck. This deck is a ton of fun. You don't need the. I don't know if you have Darkhawk. You don't need the Darkhawk. It's just a 4-cost ongoing, which just works with the Zabu thing. Quite the deck, man. I've had a lot of fun with this.
I don't think we can come back and win. If you have Luke Cage, there's no way we can come back and win.
You know what that means? You have to play as if I don't have Luke Cage.
Well, I mean, we can't retreat. We have to see this one play out.
Well, there's only one line, right? If you always lose Luke Cage, you have to pretend I don't have it. But does he have it? But does he have it?
He does. You're a little too confident over there. You haven't played it, but it has to be in this deck. Oh, we'll take our 1 cube off of Bynx.
Properly? Oh! Oh, dude, the Typhoid Mary dodging the Shang-Chi almost won the game. Oh my gosh. That would have been so crazy if that won the game.
I would have retired. This would be the last video on my channel. Oh, that was so much closer than it needed to be. Oh,
Typhoid Mary dip dodging and diving around.
Just putting it just under that range. All right, so we're still alive. At least I can comfortably say we didn't just get 1 cube off. Well, that makes. I mean, the Hazmat play, that makes sense.
How do you like the deck?
Your deck, yeah. So I feel like I always have problems running like a Hazmat Wong build, but this looks like yours has quite a bit of flexibility to give it some strength. You have so much synergy in Luke's bar, but I also don't want to go down to 1 cube. Going down to 1 cube means I have to win like 6 in a row.
Well, it does stay at 2. So you would go to 3 in a row that you need.
Say no more.
Yeah, if you had to get 6 in a row, that's pretty devastating for sure.
But yours, I mean, you have the Professor X to sweep the Luke's bar. You have Hazmat. Just two beautiful cards.
Yeah, yeah. Being able to just I could just not do anything and then just start hazmating every turn. Ooh, spooky.
So the raft. Ooh, the Ant-Man. Okay.
Can we take the raft?
Bet you can.
So what I will say about like a deck like this, which I really like, is that in a lot of other decks, if you like overshoot and like fill a location, you're kind of screwed. But because this deck has those kind of like catch-up mechanics in what have you've seen them both? Okay, in Spectrum and Hazmat, because you have both of those like catch-up mechanics, you can more confidently just force a location.
Fill a lane. Yep.
Yeah, it's
knowing that you can get additional value there later.
Dude, you've been wrecking me with Titania. Every single time you played Titania, you fulfilled me. That was one thing that I've always had a lot of trouble with whenever I play Titania is learning how to fulfill properly. And you seem like you freaking mastered it, dude. You are very good at that.
So it's so much easier with the Green Goblin to kind of support it, because then it's your failsafe. Your Green Goblin goes, or they both go. Definitely have the raft location.
You don't got two drops in there? I guess you don't have very many small drops at all. I think Ojo.
I mean, we could do it.
Polaris.
We could do it, but the question is the 0 drop that we get going to be worth it?
I don't know, man. It could be.
Could be game changing.
What you're gonna get, dude? It could be a Giganto. You know, it could be a Jiggy.
Well, if it was if it was Giganto, we couldn't play it. It'd be a dead card.
I know, it's the worst, dude. Getting the raft left location into Giganto. It's just,
that or
it's
like Arnold Zola. Whenever you've already filled a lane, yeah, we're just gonna let you have it. Ooh, the hawk over there into the armor is big. It's scary. It's spooky. As you would say, it's very spooky.
Spooky.
I think you're gonna just demolish this one.
I mean, that Mojo is gonna get really big.
Not 21 power big. You have 21 power in the left lane.
Darkhawk always goes down.
Well, yeah, but I don't. Okay, and then your lizard would go down as well. Leader, okay. Okay.
I was so excited.
Oh, we got the leader value out, and then the hazmat. So it comes down again. That Luke Cage, that elusive Luke Cage that we haven't seen yet.
Elusive Luke Cage, dude.
Trying to do math. I'm trying to do math, and it's tough.
There's a lot of things to math here. There's plenty of things to math.
I think this is our only play. And if you have
that leader nerf looking like a buff right now.
I mean, the leader was pretty good. Yeah.
Takes 7 power over 3 all day.
Absolutely. If it bumps back up, that puts you to 9. Pretty big in that middle lane. Oh no, the Wonk. Oh, okay, never mind. This isn't even as close as I thought. I don't think there's any reason to math. If you have Luke Cage, you win. Because it's gonna go up 8. I was thinking of the 4. Is this how we seal our fate? There's the Luke Cage.
Honk. It's actually, I mean, it's tied middle. It's very close.
Had we played over to the right, we could have stolen that right lane.
Yeah, I didn't have much power over there, so there's definitely something that could have been done. I don't know if you, maybe if you'd.
I couldn't have played Titanium.
Right? Oh, that's
I couldn't
tough.
have put either one mid, because the Hellfire Club.
Oh yeah, you couldn't put.
Yeah, so I couldn't have won mid for one for mid. Oh man, that was I can't say that's the outcome that I wanted.
Well, that was a great battle, man. I mean, I really love your deck. I might steal this. Maybe I'll feature this in an upcoming video, because this is a really, really cool list you have going. And I do want to learn how to play Titania a little bit, but
yeah, and it's a lot easier whenever they have most of their spots filled. And she's not a tempo drop. It's like a later in the game, whenever you know you're gonna cap it out, is where I find the most value. So then you're not quite, guessworking yourself. But incredible battle. I'm gonna be testing out your deck even after the Zabu nerf, just obliterating us with a Zabu deck that you said this was pre-nerf that you had this built, right?
It was pre-nerf, but it just still works post-nerf. It was even better when you could get like the Darkhawk and the Wong for 2, but it just still kind of works.
It's still cohesive. Yeah, it's incredibly cohesive.
Super fun playing you, man. Like a super cool deck that you brought. I thought that this was an awesome showcase. Thanks so much for taking the time, man. I know you're super busy, and hopefully we can do another collab like this again, because this was these are some really fun battles.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you taking the time, because I know that you're juggling a lot as well. And then once again, just as a reminder, as a plug, there is another battle mode over on Bynx's channel where we go head to head. Can we get some revenge? Can we get some comeback? Can we do a little bit better this time around? Get a few more cubes off of him at least. Definitely go check it out. I'll leave it in the description below. Thank you again, Bynx, for joining us for this incredible battle.
Thank you, man. Dude, always a pleasure. We'll battle again soon. Don't worry.